Hello folks, welcome to another video. Chris is making his back there, and today I'm going to introduce you to Haley, my project car. A 2011 Renault Clio Sports Tour for Estate. There she is in all her glory. Hotel Yankee 11 Victor Yankee Sierra. Bit of cloudy lights, foggy lights. But it's a project car. I've still got my Kadjar, I'm not going to get rid of that. But this is a project car. I'll explain the details when Chris is wanting them as well, so I don't have to say it twice, how much, where was it, you know, that kind of stuff. But on exterior, it's a very, very good condition car. It's only the MOT advisors that let it down. But before you decide to go and do the MOT check, I will tell you in just a very short minute. Introduce the viewers to this car. It's a wee file. So, he's doing behind the scenes video. I need to trim my beard and get a haircut, but who gives a shit?
So your new car, it's you got it for...
Well, here's a bit of the story. The guy who I bought it from had it listed for £1,000. I'm going to put mine like right here so I can look at both. For £1,000. I asked the guy, I was like, what do you need to get for it? We Buy Any Car offered him 450. The Scrappy offered him 220. Which, for that, and as good nick as it looks, is atrocious. So I then said, tell you what, take it for a test drive. Alright, needs a few things which we'll explain in a minute. And we came to the deduction that I'd pay him £460. So less than 500 quid for a car with a brand new MOT on it.
£460 you paid.
Not bad.
Reduced from £1,000.
Yeah, really not bad.
And looking at myself and that and then saying, what video am I doing here?
We will show you the MOT sheet. I'll just cover the VIN number. I'll show you the MOT sheet and you'll see just exactly why. But first I want to show you the engine bay because Chris hasn't seen that either. And you really will question how I got that for that money when you see how clean the engine bay is. So let's have a look. It is an old Renault car. So it's on the passenger side. Down there. Pop. Round the front. Just to the left of the Renault badge. Push it down and lift the bonnet up. So I use this hand, middle finger, and there. Look at that. It's really clean.
No. So initial thought, looking at that, it does. It looks as though it's been steam cleaned actually. No, it's
hot.
but it's very clean. Now,
Yeah.
that oil there, that's pretty.
That's where it's been filled.
Yeah. This actually looks really clean. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
This will show or highlight any leaks. So if it's been cleaned, any oil leaks will show up.
I've checked the
actually
air filter
smell
which is in there, that's
oil.
fine. The battery under there is a Bosch battery. Same what I had in the other one.
So this is the...
It does smell like burnt oil, but yes.
Yeah.
I think it's literally just what's sitting there, but
It's a very strong burning smell of oil.
that's pungent. What I will do though is I'm going to check under the oil cap to make sure it's not milky.
Oh yeah, well, it's milky, that means it...
Head gasket.
Head gasket.
Ooh.
So, that doesn't look
Yeah.
healthy.
No, it doesn't.
That is the mayonnaise. That's the classic mayonnaise
Yep.
for head gasket. Now what I'm thinking now, because this is oil, engine oil here, because perhaps back pressure is building up and pushing the oil up through the seal because it's pressurised in there.
Yeah.
If the head gasket's gone, it pressuриses the cooling system as well, so there's the hose will be rock hard. Normally you would smell petrol in there as well.
Can't really open it when it's hot.
No, you've got to be extremely careful.
Mayonnaise. That is bad.
Slowly release it. So the pressure's released. So stringent, very slowly releasing that cap. You could hear it hissing. That's the pressure. It should be pretty much out now, I would have thought. You would see it starting to bubble up if it was getting to the point, but just slowly release it. Now I would say the pressure's off because it's, you heard it hissing out. So that, now if you smell any petrol, it's hard to tell really, but you do get a, like
Let's
a test.
get a whiff of it.
Yeah, you get like a test.
Oh, it's fishy.
Yeah, that's a typical coolant smell. It's the ethylene.
Bloody hell. that's a great wee bit of news for me, not. So I'm going to read out now the MOT advisories list.
Read out the MOT advisory.
You'll either laugh or cry.
A lot of stuff on here.
Right, here we go. This might take a minute. So, there's a list.
Okay.
So, oil leak but not excessive, front upper and lower. Oil leak but not excessive, so there's 3 things for 1. Suspension component corroded but not seriously weakened, rear all, rear axle, front cross member excessively holding corroded, which we will look underneath. Exhaust mounting defective rear back box, you will hear that when we start the car because it rattles. Coil spring corroded, all 4. Near side rear coil spring seat cup missing. I don't know what a seat cup is, I thought it was a bump stop. But shock absorbers, slight external damage to case and rear both.
Oh, I know what that means. The seat, that's the bit with the bottom of the suspension
that'll be
goes
what it is,
into the lower. It's like the lower track control arm on the rear. Because my cars were the same, it corroded, and both of them needed replacing.
Then we've got service brake binding but not excessively near and offside rear. Wheel bearing slightly offside front. No, that's that one. Then suspension arm pinner bush worn but not resulting in excessive movement. Front all, rear all. So the first things I'm going to get done, or were going to get done, would be the spring shocks and exhaust thing, as well as the clutch is knackered.
Oh yeah, the clutch.
But now my first worry is not anything to do with the clutch or the springs or the shocks. It's going to be the bloody head gasket. Because that needs sorted, otherwise the car can look £1 million and be worth about a tenner. So, as you may tell, after I found that out about the head gasket, what was it, like fatal mayonnaise or something that he called it, I'm not very happy about that. That's going to be a big problem. Mind you, saying that, the clutch is a big job, but it's doable. The idea just, the head gasket can completely knacker the engine, as far as I'm concerned.
Maybe do the passenger side.
Yes, Chris as well. So we've just confirmed that the rear exhaust noise is not in fact the heat shield like we thought it may have been, but it is the exhaust hanger. So we'll need to get a new one of those. Not that that's really the top of my priorities list, it's still hanging, it's not going to fall. As it hell, but God, my eyes are covered. It's got fucking brake dust. Exhaust dust. Yeah, it would have been nice, yeah. Because I said to Chris, see if you like where the tailpipe is, if you just push up on it, it stops. So, fuck, I don't know. I've sent that boy I was on a bit earlier, the mechanic pal, I sent him the photos of the head gasket, or sorry, the oil, see what he comes back with, but hopefully it's not completely fucked. There we go, we've got the car jacked up just a wee bit, front wheel off the ground. There's some rust, some more rust. That's definitely going to need replaced. Boy, 100%. That's going to get done. There's a spring, it's a bit corroded.
This plastic.
Fucking hell. Oop.
Bolted up. There's a bolt missing. That's why that's the most.
That's alright, it's just the wee. Yeah. You know, the majority of the underneath is not rusty.
No, it's not bad to be fair.
That's metal, I think, yeah.
It's
Not bad at all. There's a wee drain plug though. There's Chris's camera.
It's a strange video. That's the inner CB joint.
Look at this shit. Looks like it's got a wee chunk out of it. Jesus Christ, it looks a bit skinny on the metal.
Disc brakes on it.
That boot looks like it's relatively new. There's some more rust. Let's see if I can put that on. More rust. More rust.
Finding more rust.
Yeah, it's always going to be a bit. Oh Christ. But what do you expect? It's not bad for its age. I mean, that, still solid.
See my very first car, my Mark 3.
Mark 3 what? Oh, an Escort?
Yeah, it was an 1982.
There's some more. I'll try and put this behind the wheel. There we go. There's some interesting stuff. Click focus, come on. There we go.
The underside of the driver's side.
Oh God.
This is the end of the driver's side.
That's...
Forward, you can see the plastic on the tray.
Is that sheared? Yes, it has. Just a little bit. The head sheared off it. There's a shock absorber killer. Or dust cover, I think.
Exhaust sound.
Oh Christ. There's that.
So in the steering, one's a long.
Oh God. That's a bit shaky. What brand of tyres is this? They are a bit dry rotted. That'll get new tyres by the end of the year then.
I don't know if that's that's charcoal canister in the green. That's the charcoal canister for
And brakes are a bit warm, or wear.
petrol fumes when the engine's switched off.
At least this car has these covers so water doesn't easily get into the lug nuts. Oh my god, I've got a few things to do. And we'll probably end up sanding that down, spray painting them so they don't do that again. 195. Oh, broken a nail. Uh-oh. 195 50 R16s. Good. In fact, what if I just do that? Yeah, just wait it a bit and take a photo of that. 195 50 16s. They're not too badly curved either.
I think the suspension that they was on about for the MOT.
Suspension will have to get done.
That there, that at the front, I think it's the bit that the cross member that the MOT guy was saying is going to.
I can't see it, but we'll see it on your video.
Yeah, it goes along right along the front of the car as well. It's a
Is it the straight cross member, or is it the one that like spikes off in different directions, if you will?
Yeah, I think it goes right around. It's like an engine crane.
Big one.
Yeah. It goes right around the front of the one piece.
Still above legal limit. A few mil. Plenty. Plenty. It's wearing relatively evenly. That is the same as the outside, but the middle's not wearing that much, which may mean they're slightly underinflated. And they don't look it. Unless the back does. Not really. So that should weigh first. But the fact that we're on outside evenly, that's kind of a good thing. Yeah. There's too much dark there now, so it's okay.
See, that seems secure. So that one, I think, is the exhaust after all.
It will be.
I think we have to take this wallet and phone out of the pocket. The car key's going to be lying on this side.
Jesus Christ.
Now we have to turn this way.
It's raining cross member rust.
Oops.
Or actually.
It's raining cross member. Rust isn't something. Oh no, I see what you're touching.
Jesus Christ, no, that's not cross member.
That's actually more dirt. Road dirt and surface rust. It's not bad. Flaky. It's just flaky dirt. It's not great, but I mean, I think if you sand it and paint it with armorite,
yeah, probably do that. Yeah.
that metal's quite thick. It's about a quarter inch, maybe.
Oh,
Solid.
that is actually.
I think if it
Oh, crikey.
That's right. It's not leaking away.
Oh my god. Focus us on the
That
back.
seems to be alright actually. So that one
Here we
will
go.
probably be that as well.
Stay cool. Make my
That's
car a
brake
few
lines.
pounds later.
I think there, these proper pipes go to your brakes, hydraulic brakes, and there'll be a proportional sensor
Lock
for
it
the
onto
rear
that.
brakes to proportionally distribute the
Yeah.
force in the rear. That's your
EBS or something, isn't it? EBD, sorry.
handbrake.
Electronic brake distribution. Well, that wraps off today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope this entertained you and showed you sort of how many projects I'm going to have with this car in the future. 358 days now as of speaking to get this car sorted for a clean sheet and its MOT. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.